with the motive to steal Heritage USA in my ministry. I'm convinced of that, yes.
This is what Jerry Falwell had to say at a news conference today.
Goodbye.
I want to make sure that everyone understands the ground rules. I don't mean you and Mrs. Baker and me, but I mean the folks who are watching. Any deals, any agreements between you and me?
I don't know.
In heaven's name did you agree to come on? Why now, after what has it been, 10 weeks of essentially reclusive activity? You came out once and you chatted briefly with the press, but that was more of a photo opportunity.
Yes, yes.
Why are you willing to talk now?
I don't know.
Again, the accountants are going through it right now, and they're saying with the exception of 1 month since last July, your ministry was running a negative balance of $2 million a month. $2 million a month. Now, in that kind of a context, how can you possibly justify taking those kinds of bonuses for yourselves, and particularly since a lot of those bonuses were taken from the beginning of this year, when you already knew that things were starting to go sour for you?
Well, I don't know.
Jim Baker called me on the phone. Said, Jim, here's what I want to say to you. Secured. You advised me in a private meeting that you did not rape John Wesley Fletcher, named Jessica Hahn, including Mark DeMoss, Jerry Nims, Pastor Dortch. Jim, since that time I have learned that not only did you have sex with Tammy Baker, so did your associate, John Wesley Fletcher, and a third person, church at large.
You want to know something? One of the things, and clearly I'm not one of your followers, and I suspect that there are a lot of people out there who've been watching you and have been watching Jerry Falwell, and there is so much talk of love, and there is so much talk of forgiveness, and while everyone is talking about love and forgiveness, you're sticking knives in one another's ribs. It is, in a sense, a really disgusting display. I mean, on both sides. Jim and Tammy Faye, don't you ever set foot down here again. Don't you give us any more trouble. Get back in your hole and stay there if you know what's good for you. Jerry Falwell today claims that now that the accountants are beginning to sort their way through all the paperwork, that they have found that over the past year, for example, you paid yourselves, or the board paid you in salary and in dividends and in bonuses, a total of $1.9 million. Now, that's a far cry from working for nothing, isn't it, Baker?
No, not at all. I walked in and I was having a rub down. In a locker room where there was naked men. Gave him a homosexual look. There was a sexual encounter.
And I know he did because I was standing right next to him when he was with Jerry. I have been married to this man for 26 years, and I can tell you one thing. He's a wonderful, loving, homosexual.
I'm guilty of everything that I'm accused of.
Really, we were busy all the time. We never stopped.
I admitted that I've had 15 to 20 minute relationship with homosexuals.
We were there 6 hours totally, not 25 minutes. And in that 6 hours, somewhere along the way, you said, we're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. But we are, admittedly, we are a Christian school and we are a Baptist school. The only requirement for getting in beyond meeting the regular criteria academically, etc., that other schools would require is you must all leave the grounds today. Harry Hargrave and our accountants and others here have been confronted by people who had nothing to do with the injury of Jessica Hahn. They're here right now. That's why I can't assume that they have good intentions. Is not Jerry Falwell going to be enriched? He needs $300,000 per year. A house on the lake and the furniture in it. 2 cars. Hospitalization insurance. No one, Jerry Falwell or anyone associated with Jerry Falwell, has ever attempted to rape Pastor Dortch. Jim, I've been with a whore. Her wife, Tammy Baker. We came into that room, and she was prostrate and on the floor, and she raped you, Mark DeMoss, Jerry Nems, Pastor Dortch, your associate, John Wesley Fletcher, church at large.
You don't think that Jerry Falwell is a stupid man, do you?
How else could they keep Jim and Tammy from being restored to their ministry?
So when he stands up there, as he did today, approaching rape, then you don't have a snowball's chance of ever getting back to that ministry, do you?
No, not at all.
How much money did you earn last year? How much money were you paid in salary, in bonuses, in dividends, in royalties? No idea? You're shrugging, Ms. Baker. You don't know?
I do not have the exact figure.
No.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of $125, $150 million a year.
Stole PTL blind. What he
Well,
I guess it's...
Yeah, basically, you start out at the top.
And it was for the record. I said, Jim, you advised me in a private meeting that you did not rape anyone, but that in fact your wife raped some girl in Florida in a hotel. At no time did Jerry Falwell have sex with 518,000 partners and supporters of this ministry.
Jerry Falwell, he says that there have been homosexual incidents dating back from 1956 to the present.
I admitted, yes, that's true. And I want to say this, that, you know, people need to know that God loves homosexuals, God loves prostitutes or whatsoever. And I'm not putting any people down when I come on here and talk like this. We have a message to reach out. I want them to come. They really ought to come. With that kind of philosophy, we should go take every house from every gay person in America. Does it still justify the outright stealing of Heritage USA and Jim and Tammy's ministry?
I must tell you, I have almost an awe-like admiration for your courage, because I wonder why you would do it at all. If it were me, I think I'd want to go hide for the rest of my life.
The reason we're doing it, Ted, is because I do like to shop. I'm probably well known for my shopping. It's kind of a hobby to help my nerves.
We're having thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of thousands and 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 thousands of letters, and people saying, Jim and Tammy, don't talk. The sad part is the hate is coming from our wonderful partners and friends.
But I still hear you saying, in one form or another,
and if I gave the ministry to Reverend Falwell, as he says I did, why would a man who I gave almost $500 million worth of land and buildings and ministry to keep heaping all of these sheep on top of me? I hope that people will let us possess any land and when Jerry Falwell called me, I called Jerry Falwell, and that last call, and what I told him, the correct statement is, I said, my Dutch ancestry says I know nothing.
Jerry Falwell today launched a devastating soap opera attack against Jim Baker, beginning with a flat denial of Baker's charge on this program last night that he, Falwell, had engaged in a hostile traffic accident, claiming to be incensed, all the while clamoring for more.